2019 bull elk tag here in Jarbidge, Nevada. We last year I shot a really beautiful elk up here. Seriously? Yeah. Oh. Oh my God.
He's a monster. You did it, bud.
And this year, my buddy Dusty drew the same tag. So we're working our way in here on this extremely bumpy road. We got a base camp at the bottom. I think I have a good feel of what was going on last year. Who knows if it's going to be the same this year, but he's been looking around while we're up there. We're going to go find out what he's been seeing and then probably get the packs loaded up and just backpack into the spot that we found him last year. Start hunting. So we've got a few days. They should be coming to the rut here pretty soon. We'll see what happens.
Got a bull elk tag, first bull tag in Nevada, muzzle loader up here in Jarbidge with my buddy Dennis and his wife Jessica. Been hunting for a few days with my Uncle Joe. Been seeing a lot of animals, a lot of activity. Rut hasn't started yet. We're super excited. Dennis has a plan. We're gonna hike in, pack in, set up a satellite camp on the interior. Morning we packed in, dropped our stuff, went up the mountains and scouted, and then that evening we kind of split up. Jason spotted a big 5-point over here and we watched him come down into a wall over here, and just happened to be next to Dennis and Jessica, and we couldn't hear him calling, but apparently Dennis was giving him a little chirp on the cow call. He loved that. He got some cool video of that. Watched him come down the draw, drink in the water, and come right up the draw next to us. We gave him a couple chirps on our cow call and he came right up the draw. Nice 5-point right past us. It was a pretty awesome evening. We got to watch him for probably an hour, I'd say. It was great. There was actually 2 bulls up there that we saw. And the other one disappeared.
Interesting turn of events this morning. Some guys came into camp last night and introduced themselves, and they were kind of hunting the same area that we have been, and just kind of said, we're gonna go here, you guys go here. Good, the right sportsman thing to do, which is always nice. So we kind of saw where they went this morning. We were actually watching a bull. They came and brought us a radio, some of their radios that will be on channel 3. So we started listening to them, and it was really fun. We actually were watching this bull, listening to them sneak down in on it, and sure enough, they got this bull killed and Dusty took off. So this is Dusty's elk hunt, but you know, it just turned into a friend deal now. So we're gonna go help them. Dusty took some extra stuff up to them. We're behind him about an hour and a half. We're gonna get our stuff together and we're gonna pack in there and help them butcher this thing out. And it looked like a nice little 6-point, and yeah, we're gonna get a look at it, help them get it butchered, and get it packed off the mountain, and then we can continue our hunt. So the pack out team's en route. We met some guys at camp last night, and they gave us a radio. They kind of knew what they were doing as far as what they wanted to kill. They went in, got the job done. We listened to the whole thing, and now, being the good sportsmen that we are, we're heading up to help them pack that son of a bitch out of here.
We're trying to.
We're trying to. How do you think it's gonna go, Jay?
I think it's gonna go great as soon as we get there. I can take a nap and then pack down.
Yeah, I like it.
We got out here last Friday.
Been working hard, putting your time in. Pull his horns up. Just show it off to the camera if you can. Look at that. Look at that beautiful animal, huh?
And then the next day, another group of people that came in, that bull actually came down and basically did the same thing. He basically came down that hill through that draw up this one. We got a good look at him, decided to pass him up because we still had a week to go. The rut hasn't started. And we got to watch him go right up there, watch those guys hunt him, kill him. Went up there, help him butcher him up and pack him out. It was actually a pretty good day, really. Oh, geez. The rainstorm's up here. What are we, about 8,000 feet? Something like that here in camp. Big thunderstorms come through a couple of different times and just downpour and cracking lightning. Our last night, or 2 nights ago, we were in here and the thunderstorm started and it sounded like they were cracking mountaintops and stuff just right here over our heads. Loudest, as loud as could be, louder than a gunshot in camp. I mean, it was cracking over our head. We were all nervous, none of us slept. Went on for hours, I'd say, huh?
Oh my.
Hours pretty much, and we were worried about fires starting on top of the mountain and it'd pour and then, oh, it was a rough night. Thunderstorms up here are amazing though. They're nothing like you'd see, nothing like I've ever seen anywhere.
But any time now.
What do you think the elk movement's gonna be now, Dusty?
It's gonna be good. Oh, your gun.
Oh yeah, your gun. Don't leave the muzzle around.
You might need to change that out.
Yeah.
But then we went out, got Jason and Jessica out of here. They had to head back. We're really happy they got to come up and help for a few days. We went and had a hot meal in Wells, cleaned up a little bit, recharged, had a night down in base camp. It was a good night, had a good meal there. And then we hiked our butts right back up here at 3 o'clock this morning to start it all again. So it's day 7 for me up here. I got 7 left. We're hoping the rut's gonna start any day.
We just hiked up from camp to the north side of camp. 500 to 400 feet of elevation or something to get a different view, a few different draws we're looking at, get a different perspective of what we were looking at this morning, the last few days, and just change up the game a little bit, see what happens. So tonight we're just wrapping up. Looks like the game's changed tonight. We've seen 6 or 7 bulls, one with a herd of cows, 6 or 7 cows with them. We're looking all back up in here. Probably 3 really nice bulls we saw tonight. So it looks like the game might be changing, it might be on. We're excited and we're gonna go attack that mountain in the morning and see if we can get some close-up action. Nice bull right up above us. We spotted early. Kind of got set up. Weren't sure how big he was. I went up the draw a little bit ahead of Dennis. He called that sucker right down to us. He just nice and easy made his way zigzag down through the draw. yards. Had to make that decision, split-second decision of whether to take him or not. I was on him with my rifle, looking at him, and I just decided he wasn't the bull, not today anyways. And it was an amazing thing to see, though. Dennis got the bull, his cow call, and his bugle. We got another bull to answer up higher that might be bigger. So we just let that one be and let him go, and we're gonna go see what else we can dig up.
What's going on?
See the mountains over there? We're trying to beat that back here. Like we got a tropical monsoon moving in on us, so we're gonna go take cover and pound these elk again in the morning.
Well, we're huddled back in camp waiting for the tropical storm, whatever, to hit us. It's getting pretty mean out there. Had an unbelievable morning. A lot of bulls. Obviously the rut started. They're looking for cows. They're coming to Dennis's cow call. They're responding to his bugle. First time I've ever heard bugling hunting elk. It was an unbelievable morning. And now we're just fingers crossed that this thing's gonna get out of here in time we can go back up and watch at night. And then we got a couple days it looks stormy, but hopefully the morning it stays clear so we can get up after them bulls again. We're just waiting for that big guy to show himself and give him hell. Oh God, it's coming for us.
Look at this.
I love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom. Look at the size of those things. To this day.
Oh man. Well, so Dennis and I went back in early Monday morning. Had a pretty nice weather day Monday. And then it all just kind of went to shit. We had to build, luckily we bought a big tarp because we had to build a little shanty and get out of the weather, but we had rain. We got off the mountain just in time for a monsoon of hail to come through, like big marble sized hail, just turned the mountainside white. We probably had an inch of hail in our camp. Got cold. The next morning we woke up cold. We got up there. Actually didn't see much, I guess, that morning after it got really cold and hail. Went up there, saw one bull, and that was it. All quiet, and we sat up on that hill, decided to stay all day, and we had rain and wind and freezing temperatures, and this was yesterday, I guess, on Wednesday. But we stuck it out. We snuggled under a 3x3 tarp and weathered the storm on top of the mountain. And sure enough, we thought that storm was going to break, and we had 2 days really worth of storms. I think probably in total up here had 6 different rainstorms and hail and some popcorn snow, and it's been crazy. But anyways, Dennis and I stuck it out, and sure enough, 3 o'clock, sun kind of came out, and boom, there was a bull about 800,000 yards up. We watched him, he disappeared. And then about 2 hours later, we hear some rattling up there, some cracking, and sure enough, there's 2 bulls come down, and one kind of scurries off. I think maybe they were sparring up there. And we got in position. Dennis called one, gave a little cow call, and this bull came down through the mahoganies. And I was sitting over a wallow, and I had a clearing, but there was some mahoganies above me quite a bit, and he was coming that way, and I thought for sure he was going to come right out in front of me, but he stopped at about 100 yards behind these mahoganies, and there was another little wallow up there, and he just flopped down in there and rolled around, and Dennis was back behind me, kind of quartered off of me about 30 yards, I'd say, and he had a good view, but that sucker, he just didn't come down where I could get a shot. I could see feet, I could see tip of antlers, I could see a little bit of body rolling around in there, but I just couldn't get a shot. And then he stood up, and Dennis called at him a little more, even gave him a bugle, tried to challenge him, and he just wasn't ready. He just kind of was like, and he just leaked back out the trees, and and my adrenaline went. And that was our day. It was a rough day. It was a trying day, and we battled the elements to get that. It was fun though. To see that was amazing. To sit there and hold your rifle up with the hammer cock just shaking like you can't believe. Adrenaline flowing was just amazing. And we went back at it this morning. It cleared off. It was a beautiful morning. Only saw one bull. It was just really quiet. We're battling a full moon as well on top of storms. But it was super quiet up there. Went for a pretty good hike this morning. Then we just got back down to our base camp, waiting for the troops to come in to help us, and we're gonna go hammer it again. We got 3 days. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Actually, my season ends Monday, but I'm hoping not to be here still then. Getting tired. We're getting tired, but we're recharging tonight. We got some cold beer, some jumbo hot dogs, and some pizza on the way. So we're about to do it right, recharge our batteries, get a good night's sleep, and go hit them hills again tomorrow. Alright, rolling back into high camp. 3 hard days left of hunting. Try to shoot a bull. Got Dennis, Jessica, my Uncle Joe's coming in. It's Friday, we got through Monday to try to go track down my bull. Weather's cleared up, storms are gone, it's hot again. The rut's gonna start. We're gonna go shoot a big one.
Yes! Good deal, dude. Get another one in, nice and easy. Take your time. Take your time. That's a dead elk, brother. He's dead. He's dead. Dude. All this hard work, my friend. Dude. Oh my God. We got a bull down. Jessica saw him in the trees. We moved Dusty around. He got set up in this spot. We snuck down here. A cow called. He started raking trees, and Dusty could hear him in the timber, but he wouldn't come out. He wouldn't come out. We could hear him. We knew where he was. We were just standing here watching. Finally, I made it down here. Cal called some more. He raked some trees. Cal called some more and just sat here patient.
So we knew that there were some bulls somewhere in the area, and I was glassing kind of close, and I saw this bull just looking up, just happened to see him right as he passed in between these two trees, and I'm like, let Dusty know. Dennis, they realized that he was just on the other side of the tree from us. So we scrambled down, and I'm up there, and like you could hear him breathing, I could hear him walking.
Dusty, what happened?
I'm just happy it's over. It's been a long 2 weeks. Damn it. We got a bull down. He made us wait and sit here and shake for fucking seemed like 20 minutes. And he finally just come up and give us a window. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I can't freaking stand it. I think I hit him good first shot and he just stood there. He didn't know what hit him. And then I was a fucking shit show trying to load my second one. Got on him, went click. Forgot to put a motherfucking primer in the gun. And I had to find a primer. My hammer was cocked. I had to decock the motherfucker. Put a primer in, get back on him. Dumped him the second shot. He fell straight down. And we're just giving him a minute. I'm so fucking happy it's over. Oh man.
Look at this shaking.
Here, get up there.
It's a good bull. He was just dripping with mud. 6x5. This is just a great animal. Oh my gosh. 2 weeks worth of work right there. Finally paid off. I can't even believe it. Had so much help. Good work. Jeez, good work.
Nice work,
Uncle
brother.
Joe.